The Temptations are without question one of music's greatest groups of all time. Their influence and success worldwide cannot be overstated. One of the first groups to fuse the soul genre with psychedelic influences, contributing heavily to the evolution of the soul and R&B genres. Over their now 60-year career, The Temptations have released 46 studio albums and 19 compilation albums to net tens of millions of album sales. Their classic five era of 60s comprising of Otis Williams, Melvin Franklin, Eddie Kendricks, Paul Williams, David Ruffin cemented their status as a legendary group. The group has had many lineup changes over the years, and this video we will explore The Temptations members' wives, children, and sad deaths. So, if you're a Temptations fan or simply curious about this legend's lives, hit the like button and let's dive in. Otis Williams. Williams stands as the last surviving member of the group's core members. Otis Williams, born Otis Miles Jr. on October 30, 1941, in Texarkana to Otis Miles and Hazel Louise Williams. He has sustained his musical career and also holds ownership of the Temptations name. Developing an interest in music during his teenage years, Otis Miles Jr. adopted his mother's maiden name as his stage name. Later, Eddie Kendricks and Paul Williams, originally from the Primes, joined forces with Williams, Bryant, and Franklin to form the Elgins. The group, which adopted the name The Temptations, signed with Motown in March 1961, following the discovery that another group was already using the same name. Otis has been married 3 times and had 3 children. In 1961, Otis Williams married Josephine Rogers, and their son, Otis Lamont Miles, was born the same year. However, the couple divorced in 1964. Tragically, heir only son Otis Lamont Miles, who worked in construction, passed away in 1985 due to a workplace accident in Detroit. Following his divorce, Williams was engaged to Patti LaBelle, but their relationship ended when he proposed that she give up her music career to become a housewife. Williams then married Ann Kane in 1967, and their marriage lasted until 1973. Ann Kane had previously worked as the housekeeper for Ike Turner and Tina Turner. In 1983, Otis Williams entered his third marriage with Arleta Williams. Notably, Williams' daughter, Elon Carter, achieved recognition as Playboy's Playmate of the Month for June 1994. His only son, Theron Derrick, a talented young musician, producer, and had been playing drums for The Temptations since 2009. David Ruffin. The man renowned for his distinctive, soothing yet troubled raspy voice, Davis Eli Ruffin, was born on January 18, 1941, in Winnett, Mississippi. His father, Eli Ruffin, served as a Baptist minister. Tragically, his mother, Ophelia Ruffin, passed away only months after his birth. Davis Eli Ruffin gained fame as one of the lead singers of The Temptations from 1964 to 1968, during the group's renowned Classic Five period. He lent his lead voice to iconic songs like My Girl and Ain't Too Proud to Beg. Ruffin experienced 2 marriages in his lifetime. His first marriage, in 1961, was to Sandra Barnes, and they had 3 daughters, Cheryl, Nedra, and Kimberly. Tragically, Nedra Ruffin, their daughter, passed away on May 19 from COVID-19. Ruffin also had a son with his longtime girlfriend Jenna Sapia, whom he met in 1964. Initially named David E. Sapia, the son later adopted the name David Eli Ruffin Jr. In 1976. Ruffin entered his second marriage with Joy Hamilton. After his passing, Jenna Sapia added Ruffin to her last name in honor of their relationship and for continuity with her son. In 2003, Sapia Ruffin published a memoir titled, David Ruffin, My Temptation, detailing Ruffin's infidelity and abusive behavior. In 1966, Ruffin began a tumultuous relationship with Tammy Terrell, who joined the Motortown Revue, opening for The Temptations. Despite a surprise marriage proposal, it was revealed that Ruffin was already married. As Ruffin's drug abuse intensified, so did he become aggressive towards Terrell. The relationship came to an end in 1967 when Ruffin struck Terrell in the head with his motorcycle helmet. Terrell, who had suffered migraines since childhood, believed the emotional strain from the relationship contributed to her headaches. Tragically, Tammy Terrell passed away from a brain tumor in 1970. At the time of his death on June 1, 1991, at the age of 50, Ruffin had been residing in Philadelphia since 1989 with his girlfriend, Diane Showers, whom he had met as a 14-year-old fan. His life was marked by struggles with drug addiction, and he succumbed to an accidental overdose. Eddie Kendricks. Eddie Kendricks, a founding member of the Temptations, played a pivotal role in shaping the group's sound with his distinctive falsetto from 1960 to 1971. His vocal contributions also propelled him into a successful solo career. However, his time with the Temptations was marked by challenges, including the frequent illness of his friend Paul Williams and conflicts with bandmates Otis Williams and Melvin Franklin. As Kendricks distanced himself from the Temptations, he rekindled his friendship with former Temptation David Ruffin, who persuaded him to leave the group in 1971. In late 1991, Kendricks underwent surgery to remove one of his lungs in an attempt to halt the spread of cancer. He believed that his 30 years of smoking had contributed to the disease. Despite the surgery, he continued to tour until the summer of 1992 when he fell ill again and was hospitalized. Tragically, Eddie Kendricks succumbed to lung cancer at Baptist Medical Center Princeton in Birmingham on October 5, 1992, at the age of 52. His surviving family included his 3 children, Paris, Ika, and Paul Kendricks, the latter named in tribute to Paul Williams. Patricia Kendrick was previously married to Eddie Kendricks. Melvin Franklin. From the group's formation in 1960 until his untimely departure in 1995, Melvin Franklin's resonant bass vocals served as the very heartbeat of the Temptations. Originating as a 15-year-old street singer in Detroit, he crossed paths with Otis Williams, and the two became the sole original members to endure the group's various phases of popularity. Melvin Franklin was married to his wife, Kimberly, and together, they had 5 children. In 1968, Franklin faced a diagnosis of rheumatoid arthritis, managing its symptoms with cortisone to continue his performances. Unfortunately, the prolonged use of cortisone weakened his immune system, leading to other health issues. Franklin developed diabetes in the early 1980s and later contracted necrotizing fasciitis. To address his health challenges, he carried oxygen tanks during tours. In 1995, Franklin fell into a coma, remaining unconscious. On February 23, 1995, he passed away at the age of 52 due to heart failure at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. His enduring contribution as the anchor of the Temptations left an indelible mark on the group's legacy. Paul Williams. Paul Williams, a notable talent of his generation and a key member of the group, the Temptations, had a life marked by both musical success and personal struggles, which tragically led to a swift end. Born on July 2, 1939, in Birmingham, Williams harbored a deep love for music from an early age, aspiring to pursue a singing career. His musical journey began when he formed a lasting bond with Eddie Kendricks during elementary school, sharing a common passion for music. In the group's early days, Williams held the position of lead singer. However, with the arrival of David Ruffin, he took a back seat, and Ruffin and Kendricks claimed the spotlight. Despite the group's success, Williams concealed a secret struggle. He battled sickle cell anemia, a condition that brought him pain and considerable hardship. As the demands of touring and recording with the band intensified, Williams turned to alcohol to cope, compounding his troubles. His health further deteriorated, leading his doctor to recommend leaving the group due to a liver condition. The decision to depart from the group he co-founded exacerbated his challenges. Tragically, at the age of 34, on August 17, 1973, Williams was discovered dead in a car parked in an alley, having just left his then-girlfriend's new house after an argument. He left behind his wife, Mary Agnes Williams, and 5 children, Sarita, Kenneth, Paula, Mary, and Paul Jr. Paul Jr. later joined a Temptations splinter group, the Temptations Revue featuring Dennis Edwards. Additionally, Williams had 3 other children, Paul Williams Lucas, Anthony Johnson, and Derek Vineyard, with 3 different girlfriends. Notably, Williams was involved in an extramarital affair with the Supreme stylist Winnie Brown, struggling with the dilemma of his deep affection for Brown while feeling unable to leave his wife and children. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. See you on the next video.